Hey, a quick message before we start today's show. We are so grateful to have you as a listener. And now we want to learn more about your listening habits and how you think we can do better. We've got a new survey that we're running for a limited time, and we would love to hear from you. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to complete. You can find it at washingtonpost.com/podcast survey. That's washingtonpost.com/podcast survey. When you're done, you can enter to win a $100 gift card. If that got your attention, one more time, that's washingtonpost.com/podcast survey. Thank you so much, and here's today's show. President Donald Trump set out on an affordability tour. Our reporters made a map of the different sides of TikTok. And best of all, a man in Sweden taught an octopus to play the piano. That's some of what we'll get to on the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Wednesday, December 10th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. President Trump launched a speaking tour yesterday that was supposed to focus on affordability. But as often happens, he quickly swerved off course. During a 90-minute speech in Pennsylvania, Trump disparaged the country of Somalia, the concept of climate change, and the news media. He also spoke in vulgar language about Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar. And he mocked Democrats for using the word affordability.
They have a new word. They always have a hoax. The new word is affordability. So they look at the camera and they say, this election is all about affordability.
Trump also returned to a comment he made earlier in his presidency, saying that Americans should simply cut back.
You always need steel. You don't need $37 for your daughter. 2 or 3 is nice, but you don't need $37.
A recent Washington Post ABC News Ipsos poll found that 62% of Americans disapproved of Trump's economic performance. Miami elected its first Democratic mayor in nearly 30 years. That's number 2. Miami is a majority Hispanic city with roughly 500,000 residents. It last had a Democrat for mayor for a brief stretch ending in 1998. That is about to change. Yesterday, the city elected former county commissioner Eileen Higgins. The Democrat bested Emilio Gonzalez, who's a Republican and former city manager. President Trump had backed Gonzalez, while the Democratic National Committee supported Higgins. Her victory marks a welcome shift for Democrats in South Florida, which has moved to the right in recent elections. It also caps off a successful election year for Democrats across the country. Number 3. A House panel plans to end its probe into a controversial boat strike. Lawmakers have been scrutinizing the U.S. military's killing of 2 alleged drug smugglers who survived an attack on their boat in September. One oversight effort was launched by the House Armed Services Committee less than 2 weeks ago. But yesterday, the committee's Republican chairman said he plans to wind down the probe. Representative Mike Rogers of Alabama told reporters yesterday that he had received all of the information he needed. His timeline for winding things down was not clear. Democrats have said inquiries into the strike should expand. They want more evidence to be released, including Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's orders before the operation and unedited video of the strikes, which they say were unlawful. The FDA will look at whether the coronavirus vaccine is linked to adult deaths. That's number 4. Last month, the Food and Drug Administration alleged that the COVID shot caused at least 10 children's deaths, but didn't offer evidence. The agency said there would be a stricter federal approval process for vaccines as a result. Now, the FDA has announced that it will look into whether COVID shots caused any adult deaths as part of its investigation. But public health experts are still asking for evidence to support the claim that coronavirus shots killed children. and previous studies have shown COVID vaccines have a generally safe track record. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., whose department oversees the FDA, is a longtime vaccine skeptic and was the founder of an anti-vaccine advocacy group. Number 5. A wind burst forming over a remote part of the Pacific Ocean may affect global weather in 2026. In a remote part of the Pacific, a warm westerly wind shift is currently unfolding where winds typically blow from east to west. Scientists are concerned about that change because it raises the odds of a planet-warming El Niño climate pattern taking place next year. That could mean rising global temperatures, humidity, and moisture levels, which can lead to extreme heat waves, drought, and flooding storms. A historically strong El Niño pattern that ended in the middle of last year blasted ocean and air temperatures far into record-setting territory, helped along by human-caused climate change. Number 6. We mapped 121,000 videos to figure out how TikTok learns your interests. If you have ever wondered how TikTok decides what to show you, aka what side of TikTok to put you on, so have our reporters. So they went digging through the watch histories that 1,100 users provided to the Post. They used that data to make a big map showing where TikTok clusters common video topics. While you're on the app, TikTok tracks how you interact with videos. It monitors your watch time, the videos you like, the ones you swipe past, and the comments you leave. Its algorithm uses that information, along with information collected from users who watch similar videos, to fine-tune your feed. To find out what your TikTok niche is and how it compares to others, follow the link to see our map in the newsletter. Number 7 is extra delightful today. A musician taught an octopus to play the piano. Matthias Krantz is a 28-year-old Swedish YouTuber who has always wanted to teach an animal to play the piano. He thought an octopus would be a pretty good bet, given their 8 arms and clever brains, both essential ingredients to make a brilliant musician. So, in March, Krantz ordered an octopus from a Portuguese fishery and named it takoyaki, which means grilled octopus. Krantz said the task proved more difficult and fulfilling than he had imagined. He attached little levers to the keys on an underwater piano. He wiggled the ones he wanted Taco to play, and then sealed the deal by offering tasty little crabs as rewards. By August, Taco could play the correct keys for the song Baby Shark, though not at the right times. That's fair enough. Now, the pair play duets with Krantz on guitar. I'll let them play you out. Listen out for those underwater piano keys.
Taco, good job.
All right, you're all caught up, and hopefully inspired to teach your pet to play the piano. Before you go, don't forget about that survey I told you about at the top of the show. Once again, the link is washingtonpost.com/podcast survey. Just think of all the things you could do with a $100 gift card. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.